conquer the night. If I can make it, if I try to draw the red light, I could run through the fire, I could conquer the night. If I can make it, if I try to draw the red, I could. Conquer the night. If I can make it, if I try to draw the red light, I could run through the fire, I could conquer the night. If I can make it, if I try to draw the red, I could.
Aw, man. Things are getting real. How's it going, everyone? Oh, it has been a long time since we played Russian Fishing 4, and I figured if I came back to this game and we were still fishing for freaking brown trout or whatever on Belay River, I feel like people would have lost their cool with me. So I wanted to make sure that the next time we played this game, we actually went on to the next step, which I think is Kuori Lake. It's kind of a cool area if you've never gotten this far. Whoa. Yep, good cast there, bud. If you've never gotten this far in Russian Fishing 4, I mean, it's just a big old lake. And the cool thing about it is that it really, like, trolling is a big thing in this area. And so, for those of you who do play Russian Fishing 4, you know that. So yeah, we are set up here. We spent like $1,200 on various rod and a reel and some line and all that jazz. And so we're gonna go out here. We're gonna rent a boat and we're gonna do a bit of trolling and see if we can catch any fish. I hope anyway. Let's go to the boat station and see. We just get a 2-day rental. Let's do a 2-day rental this time. Looks like I still have a little bit of my 1-day rental, but nope, never mind. Just the 2-day. That'll work. All right, we're boating. We're boat people now. Yeah. So I don't know how excited people would be to like hear the boat engine and stuff like that. So I did turn it down quite a bit. You can hear it, right? I am putting the pedal to the metal on the engine right now. We are going fast, man. So anyway, basically what I do, and what everyone does, is they kind of align themselves with this kind of oval shape here, depending upon what the weather is, I suppose. It's 11 degrees right now, so maybe they'll be going towards this deep water. I'm not sure. I heard 6-7 degrees is cold. It's all in Celsius, so I really have no idea. So let's just, we're going to align ourselves with this path here. I'm going to toss out and start reading the chat. You can't cast this lure very far, so I just throw it. I throw it in here for a little bit, and I turn on the trolling motor and let the line go out a little bit. And then once it's at a sufficient, you know, sufficient length, I drop it down all the way. And then I basically am just paying attention to make sure that we're going along this deep part right here. And fingers crossed we catch some fish, eh? Should be good. How's everyone doing, though? We got Devin, we got Hamster Operator, Zach, Joe Biddy, Hamster again, V, Trucker, Luke Minju, right on, Kilo Knights in the house, Mooskalunge, that's a good one, the man is here. First time catching your live, right on, man. Glad you made it. Glad you made it. Connor Brooks is here. Mark Jessica Bailey Latham, right on. Connor and Mike. Mike is here. Very fantastic. Very fantastic. Giancarlo is here. Hello, hello. Internet. Waherido. I'm going to fish the Everglades this summer. You're pumped? Dude, I would be too. That sounds sweet. Sounds sweet, man. Well, I'm excited to see what you catch. Make sure you post what you catch in the old Discord, eh? Bang. Bang, Pernomo says. Bang indeed. Right on. Vivid ID, hello. So yeah, I've just been using one color. I've heard that when it's sunny you should use bright colors in Russian fishing, but I'm kind of not very wealthy in this game, so I don't have any bright colors. I've just been using this white and black sort of silvery crankbait most of the way. But they have the Whomping Willow from Harry Potter out on this island, so I figured we'd just kind of go around it and hopefully its magical qualities will bounce off onto our fishing adventure. One of the calmest, friendliest streamers out there. Well, right on. Fish on! Fish on! Here we go! Hooked up! Not a very big one, but hey. I'll turn the trolling mode off. You can hit it with J. Real quick here. Oh, this might be a little lake trout. Little lake trout? Little lake trout. Hey. Well, that's different. The biggest one I've caught of this so far was just over 5.5 kilograms. So, you know, like, 12 pounds or so. I'm not sure. My conversion's not perfect, but it's around there, okay? So, you know, a decent sized lake trout. Let's go ahead and keep this little guy, and we'll cast out again. Do the same thing we just did. Lachlan Everett, thank you. Throw it in the old thingamabob here. Rod holder, and let out some line. Just a little. Just to get us going. Click it closed and put her back. You can get the rods that will, like, they have a line counter on there to show you how much line you have out. But I am not wealthy, as I've said before, so we are doing it the old-fashioned way. we're just kind of basing it off eyesight and all that jazz. Right on. Lorenzius, how's it going? Snagging and bagging, hello. Currently playing Fallout 4, but can't miss the stream. Oh man, I want to be playing Fallout 4 as well. I want to be playing that as well. Honestly, you're one of the... I've already read that. We are... Whoa, fish on again! Whoa! This is great. This is fantastic. I did this for a little bit before the stream happened, because I was like, you know, I should get a feel for it all. Get an idea of what it's all going to be like. And decent little perch. That's pretty small, actually. And so... that's what I did. I did a little bit of fishing around here just to see what it was like. And after my tests, I was fairly... I was under the impression that this live stream could be pretty boring. but luckily we've already got a few fish and we've only been doing this for like 5 minutes, so hopefully it's not going to be horrible. Goodness gracious. When are you going to be playing Call of the Wild the Angler? Good question. You know, it's difficult doing these videos and stuff like that. I love playing all sorts of fishing games, and it doesn't matter what video I put out for any sort of game. Someone else wants a video of a different game. and if I put out a video for that game, then someone will inevitably comment on that video saying, hey, when are you putting out this video? It feels like I'm never catching up. Tyler Barton, thanks for the sub. So I don't know. Just to tell you the truth, I don't know when the next one will be out. But do know that, have I made my last Call of the Wild the Angler video? No, absolutely not. I do plan to play that game again, so don't worry. We haven't seen the end of Call of the Wild the Angler. I've got plans for certain games. My moderators know. They've seen some stuff, but unfortunately, it just a balancing act at this point. A monster, yeah, you know it. What's good? Derek Malovich is in the house, and Carly Priv. My goodness gracious. The Wonder Duo, of course, as they're known. As they're known. How's the ocean update going? You know, I actually haven't checked with Andrew about it. I've been rather busy. I went back for a week, not this last week, but the week prior. I went back to my hometown and did some turkey hunting, and then did a paddlefish trip, and I showed a little bit of that in the live stream. But since then, I feel like I've just kind of been trying to get my life back to being organized. So that being said, I haven't messaged Andrew at all about the ocean update since then. This is another small fish, but it seems a little bit bigger than the ones we've been catching. Another lake trout. Right on. Hey, look at that, 1.691. We are starting to get into larger fish now. This rod that I bought is allowing us to catch these bigger fish. I'll show you here in a second, just in case you're making your way. Yeah, I assume if you started playing RF4 at the same time I did, you've surpassed me. But let me show you. Let me show you what I'm dealing with, what I'm working with here. I have the Express Fishing Heavy S80XH. This puppy has a load capacity of 15.4 kgs. You know, makes you want to slap the hood on that guy. That's a fast action, 0 out of 10 sensitivity. Who needs it? Who needs sensitivity when you can just be a Clint Eastwood black and white sort of Spock-like character of a rod? So that's what we've got. We've got the Express Fishing Pride 6000S. They all have impressive names like this. Yeah, I know. And this has got 7.5 kgs of drag. But what's important, as I watched a video on it earlier today, is it allows you, it has the mechanism inside it, allows you to put on 15 kg line. So that's the big thing, is that we can have 15 kg line, you know, almost, you know, a 30-pound fish. It'll, you know, you could dangle it up and down and it won't break, I guess is what I'm saying. It can handle 30 pounds of fish, basically. And then we're just using these little crankbaits that have a depth of 2 meters. Pretty lightweight. I can't cast it very far at all, which is why we're casting it out and then letting the trolling motor pull it for a little bit, and then because do you see how far we casted that? Not very far at all. So yeah. So anyway, just wanted to show that off real quick, just in case people are watching in the future and want to know, take notes and all that sort of stuff. I can't say I'm a master at this game by any means, but I've spent some time on the water. So here we go. Quiet night, Bo. That's right. Everyone, did you have I think I saw a comment asking for Christmas songs in the video. Is that, I can't see it now, but I'm sure it's in there somewhere. Someone asked for Silent Night, and that's DJ Bo serving it up fresh for you. You know, I did click that. Yeah, okay. For a second there I was wondering, did we click that close? So yeah, so just like Jungle River Cruise at Disneyland or Disney World or whatever, we're just gonna go in an oval around the Whomping Willow over there and see how many fish we catch. Currently, we've got a fair amount of fish. I'm excited to sell it all and make some money back so I can feel a little bit better. Feel a little bit of jingling in my pockets, because right now it's kind of, there's a little bit of a jingle. It's more like coins kind of sliding against each other. But I want a proper jingle is what I want, not to bring back the Christmas references, but yeah. Went fishing on Sunday, caught some nice smallmouth buffalo. We'll be sharing on Discord in a little bit. Dude, that's awesome. Smallmouth buffalo, that's a cool fish. They are pretty. When, I don't know if anyone else read Rainbow Fish when they were little. We actually had the VHS of Rainbow Fish. But yeah, so rainbow fish. When I think of like a real life rainbow fish, I think of smallmouth buffalo. They have this kind of, their scales, like if you catch during the right time of year or something like that, their scales become like pearlescent, and they reflect the sunlight and just show every color of the rainbow on their scales. It's beautiful. So yeah, when I think of rainbow fish, I think of smallmouth buffalo. Yeah, just takes the right time of the year when their entire body is just kind of a pearly white. That's when it happens, man. It's beautiful. Looking great today, Bo. Thank you. I'm sure you're looking strapping as well. Going sea fishing on the weekend. Ooh, very nice. Sea fishing. Whereabouts, Connor Brooks? I'll share my bass catches on the Dizzy. Right on. May, hello. The man says like the stream. Yeah, you gotta listen to the man. Listen to the man now. Like the stream. Like it. Like it. Gotta make sure we're going on the right. Whoa. I didn't have my keys correct there. Sorry, boat. Sorry. We whoa, fish on. It liked it. It liked us coming to a stop. Oh, what do we have? Oh, this one's being, I was about to say fishy, but then that sounded too obvious. This one's acting kind of strange is what I'm trying to say. We could have a 2 kg'er on here, potentially. Oh, look at the size of this guy. Oh, come here. He's diving down. He's trying to make a swim for it. Oh, it's a char. Good deal. Do we need to get our net out? Get him in the net. Almost 2 kgs. 1.805. Top notch. I love seeing the fish up close, and usually the fish have quite a lot of detail. This one's kind of meh. But yeah, super cool. I just wish that we had a sense of scale. I wish I had it with my character holding it or something like that. Let's see, 42 centimeters. That's, got my handy dandy ruler here. That's this long. Not too bad. Picture me holding this fish right here. I know that this little, if you're watching on your phone, this little window right here is probably only like half an inch long, but hey, very cool. 1804 XP. I'll take it. Let's go this side. Sort of. Sort of. Alright. And go! On our way again. Click. And we're going. Your Halloween videos are some of your favorite? Hey, well, right on, man. The Halloween videos are usually hit or miss. People usually like how quirky they are, and other people are like, this is so dumb. Why did you make this? But I'm just a quirky guy sometimes, so I thought they were fun when I made them. How was my hunting trip? Oh, God, don't bring it up. Don't bring it up. All I can say is that I have not nailed my camera setup yet. My goodness gracious. We might You might have to put this in the old... Make sure we're hooked up on this guy. Gonna have to put this in the rod holder real quick. Get the boat, the trolling motor going again. We are gonna chase this guy down. This is one cool thing you can do with the trolling motor. Good size fish. Last fish that did this to me was over 5 kgs. So let's just hold our fingers crossed. Hope for the best here. Real, Hino, real. Alright, he's right underneath the boat right now. Does look like a pretty good sized lake trout. Does look like a pretty good sized lake trout. Can we get him in the net? Come on, baby, get in the net! Let's go! Almost 5 kgs! That's a good one. That's a 10-pounder. I would assume. I don't know for sure. I need to have like an automatic conversion calculator. 4.693 kgs. That's gotta be like 10 pounds, right? It's gotta be. It's gotta be. Goodness gracious. Well, I joined my local town's Sky Warn team, so now I can go from storm chasing. Well, right on. That's awesome. Storm chasing. That's pretty cool. I can dig that. Dig some storm chasing. I don't think I've ever done it myself, but sounds interesting anyway. 4.693. Right on. 3,128 XP for happy hour. Heck yeah, let's go. Alright, so we need to turn this puppy around. Get back on track here. I need to save up, I think it was 560 silver. If I can get 560 silver, I believe. Maybe not. Maybe it's something cheaper. No, I think it is 560 silver. 549 silver is what I've got written down. What I'm trying to say... Sorry. Realize my mouse is telling me that it needs charged immediately. We're trolling right now, and my mouse is bleeping red at me. Give me a second here. It's like the war movies when the person, or a horror movie, when someone's going, "I'm dying, man! I'm dying! Help! Give me some morphine!" That's what my mouse is doing.
Hey, Chicky!
Tyler Barton!
Lowang in the house!
$10! Been enjoying your my goodness gracious. Thank you so much, Tyler. Golly. Golly. I'll tell my wife that was for her birthday. Her birthday was yesterday. But yeah. You know. Anything I can do. Join my local, I already read that. Hey man, thanks for the beginner series 2 of Fishing Planet. Planet Fishing helped a ton. Having a blast now that I understand the game. Hey, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, that's what it's all about. Alright, so we got a good one there. Let's keep her going. I think the bite is going to slow down here. Slow down here now that it's becoming nighttime, but we're just going to keep on going. Gonna keep on going. Carly Priv loved those books. Of course you had. Of course, I know if I could depend on anyone who's read the rainbow fish, it was Carly. I'm so glad. Looks like we have the correct heading here. I don't know what a heading is, but I believe we have the correct heading. Fish on again! We're killing it! We're doing so well! I cannot tell you how much this means to me. I literally did this for like 2 hours before the live stream, and I was just thinking to myself, oh my god, this is gonna be... Is this a pike? A good sized pike. 1.237 kg pike. Righto, everybody. Well, there's a different fish. Keep that guy. I cannot tell you how boring I thought this live stream was gonna be. I was just thinking, like, good god, man, we did not catch much of anything. Did not catch much of anything. Oh, we have a fish on. I was trying to figure out what the heck was going on. Because I was like, I was still letting line out. I was still letting line out, but the lure was beneath the water, and I was thinking, there's no weight on the lure. How did it drop down? Well, of course, there's a freaking fish that came up and grabbed it off the top of the water, evidently. What do we get? Another lake trout? Let's go! Dude! I'm on top of the world right now. You have no idea. This is going so much better than I thought it would. Goodness gracious. Oh, you should make a video where you got? Where I got what? How's my day been? It's been going quite well. Thanks for asking, Connor. You should go catfish noodling. Oh, yeah? I think I will go catfish noodling at some point in my life. I'm not sure when that will be, but at some point, I'll give it a go. I'll give it a go. Jeremy Wade gave it a go. I'll give it a go too. Just for Jeremy. I'm trying to find out how I, oh god. Nope, that wasn't the right one. Okay, not G. T? Oh, there we go. My guy was getting tired. Had to drink some coffee real quick. You should make a video where you go to Fishing Planet locations in real life. Oh, I see. I see. That would be something. If I could, I would. That sounds cool. I was meeting Charlie and Miles. Pretty cool. My wife said, I expected him to talk differently. She was like, you know how you do your YouTube voice? Hey everyone, how's it going? Is not my usual voice. Usually I just talk like this. Hey, hi, how are ya? My name's Bo. But I give it more mustard when I'm on YouTube, you know? And she expected old Charlie to be the same way, but no, he talks the same, whether he's doing videos or in real person. So that was kind of fun. I didn't really know the other guy too much. I've seen him in some of his videos, but I didn't like know that he had his own shtick as well. But they seemed like kind of two cool guys. They showed up for a little bit of a... I honestly don't know if they even knew it was trivia night, but they were there. So it's kind of neat. Luke is here. He's back. Good deal. You're out on Dad's boat? You're out on Dad's boat? So I'm pretty sure... Yeah, we're off course anyway. We're off course, everyone. What are we even thinking? I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure... Whoa, we have another fish on! That when it comes to nighttime, the majority of people kind of give up and they do something else. But we're still catching fish at night. I turn my flashlight on so we can actually see. Oh, it's just a little perch. That's okay. I'll take it. I'll take it. Fill up the old creel. That's what I always say. Fill up the old creel. They ain't gonna know what it is when I throw it into a little stick. Little stick with breadcrumbs on the outside. Good evening, Leon. How's it going? It's 10 pounds. Good deal. How would you compare this game to Fishing Planet? Also, I think while I was in the lobby with you in Fishing Planet the other night while I was trying to catch the elder gar. Yeah, I thought I saw your comment maybe about that a little while ago. I don't believe it was me. I haven't been to Neheran in a long time. But I was at Marone River not too long ago. And some other things, but yeah. Not sure. Every once in a while, some sort of like Bo Engels BZ Hub guy will kind of a copy or sorts will show up. So yeah, it's hard. Can't do anything about it, really. You ever get bored? Feel free to spam upload bedtime fishing with Bo. My favorite. Right on, man. Oh, that's great. Yeah, that's a fun one. I actually enjoy making those too because they are kind of a relaxing thing to make as well, so long as I never fall asleep. But I do enjoy making them. It doesn't take much to edit them, and so sometimes when I'm making videos, I am thinking in the back of my head like, oh, this is going to be annoying to edit. And it kind of throws my vibe off when I'm making the video. But bedtime with Bo, I know I don't really have to do much. It's just kind of like a half hour, so long as everything goes pretty well. Just a half hour of fishing. And I really don't have to edit too much, so yeah, I love those videos. Can't read now, but I would read back then. I get it. Is your Fishing Planet group open to join? As far as like my club in the game or just the Discord, or what are you talking about, Luke? It's been like a year. How's it been, Caleb Rhodes? It's been a year. A year, 1 month, and 20 days. Yeah, we've been worried sick. Where the heck have you been? We haven't been keeping track or anything, but I mean... yeah, right around there. From my notes anyway. Been missing ya. Been missing ya. Little Monkey, hello. Hey, Bo, going for anything in particular or just going for anything biting? Pretty much. We threw a little crankbait on there. We're just driving around, seeing what we can catch. So far, so good. I mean, we've been catching... yeah, we're doing all right. I did have like 5 of those before the stream, but yeah, for the most part, we've been catching. Yeah, Nightbot's going kind of crazy sending stuff, isn't it? Is Russian fishing better than Fishing Planet? You know, I usually tell people that I think Russian fishing is a better fishing simulator, whereas Fishing Planet is a better fishing game. That's how I discern the difference between the two. I think Fishing Planet is more fun if you're just wanting to do something that's, you know, I mean, there's certainly moments in Fishing Planet that are very grindy. And Russian fishing is the same way, you know. They're both free games. If you're not paying with money, you're gonna pay with time. That's how free games work. So, yeah. They both have an element of grind to it. There is a lot more that goes into darn near everything in Russian Fishing 4. I mean, reels, like reels in your inventory, have individual components. Like, they have mechanism, ball bearing, friction brake, spool, grease, and you have to keep the wear down on all of those, just to give you an idea of how in-depth this game gets. So if you're not wanting to take a fishing game as seriously as you would like a real... I don't even take real life fishing that seriously. And yet they're gonna make me do it in a fishing game? Like, I don't know. It's a little much for me. I do enjoy it though. It's kind of fun. Because it is kind of grindy and it does have a lot more depth to it, I think when you do get to that stage where you are catching pretty big fish and stuff like that, the payoff inside, in my heart, it just means all the more. Means all the more. You know, because you kind of had to put more effort into it. Gosh dang it. Keep hitting the wrong buttons. We're doing good though. It's just nighttime. If I had the setup, I have heard that fishing off the island into some of these deep pools, into this like 15 meter deep here, and this 10 over here and all that sort of jazz. Fishing in those for burbot is good as well, but I just don't have... That's what I was talking about, how I need to save up 560 silver, 549 silver, because then I can buy the Fortuna feeder rod and be able to fish for burbot at night. I can essentially take the reel and the line off this rod and throw it on the Fortuna feeder and fish for burbot, and then come daytime again I can just swap it all back onto this rod and jump back in the boat and keep trolling. So that's the goal right now. Have my plan. Like a guy stuck in prison, making his plan. Gonna get my life back. Gonna figure it all out. That's how I feel with Russian fishing 4. Just need 549 silver. That's all I need. Then everything's gonna work out. Have you ever had the Congo DLC? Yeah, we did when it first came out. I can't remember who gifted it to us. I want to say like Gerald Bates or something like that. Something. It was a while ago. But yeah, we've had both Congo DLCs. Tested them out. I wish I played this game more. I only played it when my fishing planet stopped working, but it's an awesome game. Yeah, it's different, you know? It's different, but it's fun. It's been a while since you've been here too, Ghostly Memes. Hey, well, you're here now, and that's all that matters, you know? That's all that matters. Forget about the past. Focus on the present. That's where we're at. You know, we're just glad you're here. Alright, we need to turn this boat around. Make another pass. I need to figure out stories for the things we're passing. That way, I can just repeat it every time we pass by. See this quaint little village alongside Kuori Lake? Isn't it beautiful? Charming? A while back, there was a horrible snowstorm and a family had to resort to cannibalism. One of the older brothers hacked away at everyone else with a firewood axe and ate every single one. Just bones left. Just bones. Otherwise, a pretty charming little village. Yeah, it's beautiful. And we'll come up with stories for the rest of everything else. Talking about the club, would love to join. Hey, I think I have the club level set at like 75. So if you hit 75, send me an invite. So far, it's not super competitive to get in by any means, but once we hit the max number of players and all that, we might have to do some Joker level tryouts. I'll break a pool queue and we'll just see what happens. What do we got? First fish of the day. Don't tell me. Oh, good. It's a char, I think. Yeah, let's go. I was gonna say, don't tell me it's a freaking perch. Luckily, it's not. We're good. Alright, keep going. Inward dive down. How was your day? How has my day been? It's been great, Toxic. Thanks for asking. Toxic. Tackle. Yeah. No, it's been going good. I did a lot of work today. And then got off work and started messing around with the trolling here at Kuori Lake. And like I said before, it was going really badly. I caught like 5 fish over like 2 hours as I was trying to like learn how to do this all. And I thought this live stream had a real chance of being quite boring and that we wouldn't catch anything. But I switched from braided line to fluorocarbon line, and I caught a few fish. And then during this live stream, we've caught, 11 fish pretty much. So we're doing good, doing pretty well. That fluorocarbon line made a big difference. Another small fish, it looks like. Grogu 223. Whoa, that's a different fish. I don't know if we've ever caught one of these. You know, this seems like one of those super small fish that is worth a ton of money at the cafe. So I'll be curious to see if that's the case. There always seems to be some super crazy weird fish at the cafe that someone's trying to buy for buku dollars. And you're just thinking, why do they want that stupid little fish? Oh, fish on! Are you kidding me? Did you see that this time? We threw it out there before we could even get the trolling motor on. Freaking lure goes under, and it's a fish. They're just nabbing it off the top, man. Is it a lake trout? It is a lake trout. Freaking lake trout, dude. Just coming up the top, grabbing it. These guys, I'm telling you. Cool fish. Like their orange eye. Very orangey yellowy. Like a pumpkin. And I love Halloween. Makes me happy. Alright. Here we go. We're moving. Yeah. Alright. Click that closed. Everyone could look out our right side here to that tower up there is actually the tower that Rapunzel was based off of. Ooh, fun! And as you all know, was based off the story of a mother who locked their daughter into that tower because they didn't want them to be, you know, persuaded by boys and the like, and yeah, eventually forgot about her, and she died up there on the top of the tower. You know, the story of the long hair was that the hair kept growing basically as she was dead up the top of the tower. The hair was going off the edge of the tower down to the bottom. Someone finally came along, saw the hair, pulled on it to try and climb up to the top of the tower, but the head of the daughter actually fell down on them, and that's how they knew about it. And then Rapunzel was written about 10-15 years later. So very cool tower. I tell you what, Kuori Lake has so many cool landmarks around here. This is just amazing. Just a little under 75. The grind from 60s to 80 takes forever. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, once you pass like 40, once you pass like 40 in Fishing Planet, everything takes forever, it feels like. It feels like. Oh, we're starting to go off track here. Gotta correct our heading here. There we go. Hello, all Turley. How's it going? Francisco. That's a fun name, according to Elf. Francisco. Right on. Just a little under 75. What is your favorite fish to catch in real life? Oh, gotta be the carp. Gotta be the common carp, mirror carp, leather, all that jazz. It all gets lumped into one fish group. You can fish for all of the fish all at the same time. If you fish for carp, you can catch carp, you can catch common carp, you can catch grass carp, you can catch all the different variants of common carp, mirror, leather, all that sort of jazz. You can catch ghost carp, you can catch buffalo. I tell you what, if you haven't ever tried fishing for carp, you're missing out. Missing out. You can catch catfish. If you want to catch catfish, fish for carp. The catfish will eat the bait too. I'm not even going to stop the trolling motor this time. That's how confident I am. We are learned veterans of the trolling waters. It's a stupid perch anyway. Throw it over the side. If I could, I'd cut that up for fish cut bait, and we'd throw it out for burbot. But we can't fish for burbot yet, so one of these days. What is your streaming schedule? I forgot. Yeah, every Wednesday now. It did change, you know, a few weeks back or something like that. A month or two, I'm not sure. You know, even a year ago, it's just, what, 52 weeks? So it's all just a few weeks back. But yeah, every Wednesday. Wednesday at a... Whoa! Good fish. I might stop the trolling motor for that one. Might have a 1 kg-er. 1.5 kg-er. Oh yeah, look at that guy. Arctic Char, looks like. Get in here. 1.289 kgs. Alright. Top notch. Keeping them to eat. Keep forgetting to start the trolling motor before we start going. There we go. Now we're doing it. Okay, dokie. Angle the boat here. There we go. Top notch. We're killing it now. When the lure hits the water, there is a ground bait effect that predatory fish are attracted to for a few seconds. Really? That's interesting, Moose Lunch. What's good, Bo? Is this game similar to Fishing Planet? It is similar in that it is fishing game. Otherwise, they're... Yeah, I'd say they're fairly similar. But they're both kind of RPGs, RPG fishing games. Where you kind of have to, like, level up, buy new gear, you know... have the experience to move on to the next area, go for different fish and all that sort of jazz. My goodness, Mr. I couldn't even read it. I was trying to... Mr. Django, basically. Boy, my live stream is like way behind. I'm like waiting for the name to pop up on the live stream so I can read it again. Janemo? Oh my god. Still hasn't popped up yet. You are actually the one that got me into carp and they are so underrated. Thank you. Right on, man. They are. I think the common carp is the most underrated sport fish in the United States. It is severely underrated. But we'll fix that. Little guy. Was about to make an adult joke, but I held off. Oh, forgot to close it. Oh, we're good now. What's the kg to pound conversion? It's like 1 pound or 1 kg to 2 pounds thereabouts. What is it? 2.2? 2.2 pounds? I can't remember. You watched the Fallout show, right? You better believe it. My brother and I were actually talking about that today. He still hasn't finished it. So we were talking about how it took me a little bit to get through like the first 3 episodes or so, and then like on the 4th episode, everything picked up for us. And we pretty much went from number 4 to the end real quick. Back to back to back. So it's a similar grind to Fishing Planet. That sounds like a game that will consume many hours of my life. Yeah, basically. It's only on PC, which is the only catch. But otherwise, yes. It will definitely take a lot of your time up. But it's pretty fun. This is the first time we've kind of gone to an area that has trolling in it, so we're taking full advantage of it. Whoa, I think we have a fish on. Here we go. Little guy. He's a little guy. Would you like a better lure for this lake? You know, if you've got an idea of a good one, I know that a lot of people like the minnows, and I think I do have a minnow. Someone gave me an unfinished minnow, a couple of balsa minnows, and I did put some hooks on them, but they're not... Whoa! Didn't mean to put that on there, but I guess we can try it. I wasn't catching a lot of fish on the balsa minnow, so I switched back to the other one and we started catching more fish. But yeah, let's try it again. I can actually throw that one out further, so I can just pretty much put it straight into the thingamabob. Into the thingamabob. Let's see if we catch any fish. Yep, give her a go. See you, Bo. I'm gonna go sleep. See you next week. Hey, sounds good, Caleb. See you then. Thought it was pretty good. Started playing Fallout for the first time after. Really? Oh, yeah. The Fallout games are definitely some of my favorite. Whenever people are like, "What is your favorite game?" I can't say like exactly what my favorite game, but the Elder Scrolls and Fallout series are like my favorite. Two of my favorite series. Though I can't say I played the super early games of either of them. I started in Morrowind for Elder Scrolls, and then I started with Fallout 3 with the Fallout series. And that's good enough for me. I was talking to my brother about this today too. I have tried to play Fallout 1 and 2 multiple times, and I just can't do it. I'm a snob for graphics, I guess. It's very... Ooh, big fish. Big fish, big fish, big fish, big fish. Hook it up, hook it up. Gotta make sure we're hooked up. All right, turn the boat around, turn the boat around. Oh, Nelly, oh, Nelly. Big fish, big fish. It's still pulling out line. We could probably up our drag one more. Here we go. Here we go. Whoa! Trying to get up that rock. It's trying to climb those rocks. I think we're gonna turn the old trolling motor off now that we're closer to it. Don't want to lose it due to low line tension here at the very end. Does look like a pretty good sized lake trout, I would assume. You can kind of see it down there. Come on, you! There we go. Oh, look at that guy. Dude! What a toad! 7 kgs! Let's go! That's my biggest one. That is my biggest one. Oh my god. 9,444 total XP. Freaking 15-pound fish, basically. Thereabouts. That's a freaking toad for me. It's still not like a trophy fish or anything. This is just this is basically like a Fishing Planet common. This is a common fish. But to me, this is great. Yeah, to me, this is a record fish and it is valued highly. That's what it means to me. So, take that. Take that, committee. I say what means a lot to me. So, top notch. Good deal. Ah, that is so sweet. Okay. Definitely gonna need a little bit of little bit of tea after that guy. Let's turn this puppy around. That was a good one, man. A good one. They gave you the wrong balsa. What is your IGN? I mean, they gave me the balsa like back in November or December, so might have been the right balsa back then. But my name's Bo Angles. That's my name. Everybody knows. No, but yeah. So cool, that was great. That was awesome. Let's go this way. Yeah, go that way. All right. Man, that's what I'm talking about, right? That was with the minnow too. That was with the balsa minnow. So I mean, was our fish first fish? Second fish. First or second fish with the balsa minnow, and it was a freaking toad, 7 kgs. Uh-oh. I'd agree with that. I'm not big on older games. Fallout 4 has been alright for me so far. Heck yeah. Yeah, and if you start with Fallout 4, shoot, you might even struggle going to Fallout 3 in New Vegas. Just because the drop-off in quality is fairly substantial. I mean, at least in Fallout New Vegas, at least you could aim down the sights of the gun. In Fallout 3, it was literally all just like in the corner of the game, like the old like Doom and freaking Turok games and stuff, Duke Nukem. You couldn't even really aim unless it had a scope, which very few guns did. But if the gun had a scope, then at least you could aim down the scope. 007. That sort of thing. This game only requires you to drink tea, coffee to survive. Totally realistic in my... Yeah, you know it. Alright, I gotta remember how to open up my messages here. Handmade balsa! Let's go! This is the good one, eh? I've seen it in the records. I've seen people using it in the records, I believe. Oh, you sent me another message. This one's gonna be like, I hate you. Russian pancakes? 400 of them? And coffee? My God, you're giving me a whole darn breakfast. That's awesome. Thank you. I tell you what. Ever since I started playing this game, people have just been more than kind. Look at them. They know my stream's going on. It's covered up anyway. I was gonna say they know my stream's going on. They're throwing out all their advertisements about joining the game Discord and everything. But my video camera covers it up, so ha ha ha. Joke's on them. Finally caught one of your streams, Kai. Hey, right on. Glad you made it. Well, it's been going pretty good so far. Pretty good so far. Once I catch one more fish, then I'm going to switch to the other, the jointed balsa. There we go. Right there. There it is. The one more fish I just spoke of. Switch to that jointed balsa. It's pretty cool. It is cool. I agree. It's a little perch. They changed the perch model from when we first started playing this game. Anyone else remember that? Stuff was rough. As far as I know, Kansas was fairly unscathed. Right, Zach? I know Nebraska got hit pretty hard. I thought, anyway. Didn't like 5 people die in Nebraska? Not good. But otherwise, I think Kansas did okay this time around. Just been some crazy weather. But that's pretty usual. Pretty usual stuff. Alright, let's change it up to this new one. That is so cool. Quality is 10 out of 10. That's what I'm talking about. I expected nothing less. And what I received was what I expected. Best of the best, with honors. We already have a fish on and we haven't even started trolling? Or does this one sink? Is this a sinking one? Is it freaking me out? Is this a sinking lure? Won't be too long, and we'll have 2 rods out here, baby. 1 rod here, and 1 rod there. And I'll have to keep switching back and forth, like this. But for now, we're just gonna watch the one side. So, no motion sickness today. But there will come a time. Oh, there will come a time. Goodness gracious. Not right? Did Kansas get hit pretty hard? I don't remember what all happened. You're gonna have to let me know, Zach. I thought that you were playing Fishing Planet. Dun dun dun. No, this is Russian Fishing 4. Russian Fishing 4. Ricky Tikki Tavi. When you're able to fishing comp in this game. Oh, really? That's cool. I never did any fishing comps in Fishing Planet, but who knows? We are kind of going not down the center of the actual lane here. So that's my bad. Kind of doing a little bit of a crap job on my boat driving here. But we'll fix her up. Buff out them scratches, Captain. Just subscribed. Well, right on. Thank you, Ronnie. Nebraska's hit the hardest town near me in Iowa. Was wiped out. Stuff's tragic. Yeah, absolutely. It's never good. Scary stuff, tornadoes. One of the cursed videos. You ever watch those? Maybe I shouldn't talk about it. But anyway, had to do with tornado. The guy that actually filmed the video didn't die. But a lot of other people did. He just got very lucky, evidently. Austin is getting soaked. My goodness gracious. Maybe I shouldn't talk about it. Town northeast of Manhattan got taken. Oh, really? Well, that stinks. Town northeast of Manhattan. I'm trying to even think what's up there. I don't really know. Northeast. Whoa, fish on, buddies. Fish on, buddy boys. Not too big, but it's a fish. If it's got gills and some fins, we know it's a fish. Yes, sir. 1 kg. 1 kg-er. What I like to call them. Just nabbed ourselves a 1 kg-er there. Gonna let a little bit of line out. Just a little bit. Just enough to make people go, huh? And we'll close her. Close her up. Close her up like a body at the morgue. So anyway, this tree out here, we all know that that is the tree that they based the Whomping Willow off of, because people out here like to fish on the island. It's a good time. Everyone enjoys goes out there, sits on the towel and stuff, and you just enjoys the sun and all that sort of sort of jazz, you know, good times, summer times out here at Kuori Lake. But it wasn't always that way. You know, back in the day, you know, a witch basically cursed that tree, put an item of value to her at least underneath that tree. Some people say it was a dead lover, and that tree defended that dead lover underneath there, ferociously. You know, and you'd think, how does a tree do that? Is it like the Whomping Willow in Harry Potter? Well, no, that's magic. This is real life. That Whomping Willow there, see how all the branches look dead? Well, some person would go around, you know, trying to lay down on a towel or whatnot, enjoy some of the summer sun, and one of those branches would fall off and knock them dead. 4 people died underneath that tree. Tragic. But they luckily uncursed it. Yeah. Witch hunter came through, uncursed the tree quite a while back. Can't tell you the exact year. But yeah. Everything's good now. Everything's, you can still see like no one's out there today, even though it's a balmy 8.2 degrees Celsius. And that's because some people are still on the fence about it. And anyway, old J.K. Rowling, she came out here looking to find a good book to write a story about, and saw that old tree out there. That's where the old Whomping Willow came from. My God, fish on! Whew. I have to turn the old boat around. This is a good one. Got make sure we're hooked up here. Do a few little hookups. Turning the old boat around. Make sure we're angling it the right way. Westmoreland. I feel like I've heard of Westmoreland. Maybe I'm thinking of Trevor Westmoreland. I think that's a guy that I know. If I'm ever in Kansas, it'd be an honor to buy you an adult beverage sometime. Right on. Well, I would love it. I'm never in Kansas these days. Very, very rarely anyway. But I do like being back in Kansas. Makes me happy. Oh! We're gonna have to slow the boat down. We're gonna end up passing this guy. Good size Arctic Char! I think that's a record for me. 4,000 XP points plus 4,500 with the premium. That is a total of 9,000 XP for this Arctic Char for me. Top notch, dude. Killing it. We're killing it. Killing the fish. Not really. Not yet, anyway. Gordon L, thank you. Yeah, this is awesome. It's working quite well, Mr. DJ Animo. Or is it Dejanimo? Like Django, but Dejanimo? What is a good setup for spotted bass at Lone Star? I'm level 7, by the way. Official nugget. What is it? It's a value spin? Value spin, it's just like level 3. Level 3 rod, and I think just like the basic reel or something like that is basically what I always say. I don't buy anything too crazy for those suckers. They're just small little bass. Watch the first episode of the Beginner Series 2, and you'll see exactly the rod I'm talking about. A little ways through, once we've leveled up enough to get the sucker, we buy it afterwards. Currently the best lure on Kuori. Hey, well, I appreciate it, man. I definitely wouldn't have been able to get it myself, not at this stage anyway. Would have had to, I think the only way you can buy those things are with like actual money, right? So you can only buy those like really good lures with gold, unless you can make them yourself or whatever. Which I can't, and I've heard is quite a process. Goodness gracious, man. Another good fish. Goodness gracious. Oh God. Oh no, man. Another good fish. They never stop. They just keep coming. Kuori Lake is a gold mine. Eno cannot reel in fast enough. He is just trying to keep up with how dynamic this fish is. Did we just lose it? No, it's still there. Good golly. Goodness, it's taken some crazy freaking runs toward us. Trying to escape onto the bank. That would never work. I have fish hunters I know that will follow them. Follow them onto the bank. And catch them. Heck, I might even do it myself. Practically the FBI of the fishing world. I will follow them in the water, on shore, whatever I have to do to catch them. I will follow them. There is no getting away from me. Alright, trolling motor is off. We are just gonna take our chances from this point. Fish was basically underneath us. We might end up regretting that we did this, but I guess we can just put it in the rod holder and turn the trolling motor back on, I guess, if it gets too bad. It's biggin', I think so, man. Certainly seems like it. See, that last big one that we fought for quite a while was what, 7 kgs? So will this one be bigger is the question. Oh, good golly, man. Good golly. I'm thinking so. Come on, you. Oh! Good night. He's putting up a fight and a half, isn't he? It's like a little Conor McGregor out there. You have your first interview tomorrow. Any tips? Be a good listener. Be a good listener. If they want to know something about you, give them an answer, but just realize that the interview is more about learning if you are someone they want to work with than if you are qualified for the position. They already see all the qualifications on your resume in theory. They are just wanting to see what kind of person you are. So be genuine, but try to appear as someone that you are, that other people would want to work with. That is the most important thing. It's a good one, man. Kuori Char, that would be cool. I have heard of those. Thinking now we should have kept the trolling motor going. But maybe he's starting to tucker out. Whoa! Goodness gracious, I think we're gonna have to turn on the trolling motor. Boy, we had him right underneath the boat for a second there, and then he pulled out even more line. Woo, he jumped out of the water there. Did you see that? Did you see that, boys? Yeah! Yeah! He's a monster. He's a monster and a half. My God, we're gonna have to strap him to the boat. We're not gonna be able to get him in the net. Oh my God, he's bigger than the net. 8.095. The biggest one we've had so far. We caught 7 kgs. Now 8. Where do we go from here? Huh? 9 kgs. That's where we go. 7, 8. That is one mamma jamma right there. I tell you what. And it's not an Arctic Char, you know. What, we got 9,000 total XP for that one Arctic Char, right? Good night. Good night. That's awesome. Well, right on, Official Nugget. Glad to hear it. We should have been down in some coffee during that battle, shouldn't we have? Probably would have helped us out. I'm not a total Russian fishing pro at the moment. We'll get there. We'll get there, or at least pretty good. We'll get better. Oh, we are way off. Love talking about getting better at the game and then immediately mess up. Well, pretty good fish here. Pretty good. 10 kgs is a trophy, so we were getting pretty close. Here's another one. Another 1.433. My goodness gracious. You can buy it with gold coins or make it when you get 85% lure making seal. Yeah, I've heard that takes quite a while and quite a lot of money. You should play Hunter Call of the Wild. I don't like Hunter Call of the Wild. I'll be pretty straight up about it. I'll play it whenever they have a new map out or whatever. You know, just to rekindle the flame a little bit. But otherwise, I don't see it as a hunting game anymore. Call of the Wild, or the Hunter Classic is in my opinion a better game. It's just that it's so old that it's hard for me to play these days. It's so old. The game has wrinkles and I don't like it. I'm just joking, of course. But yeah, the game is... I have trouble playing the Hunter Classic. But the Hunter Call of the Wild is just an arcade game at this point. Luke R.
In the house.
There's something for the meantime. Thank you so much, Luke R. I appreciate it, man. Well, definitely. If we ever happen to be in the same old town, we'll definitely have to make it happen. I appreciate it. My goodness gracious. Spoiling me. Whoa! Big fish on. Big fish on. Let you see that rod bend. Good night. Good night. It's a good fish. Not pulling line out, but man, just going off of how that rod is bending, we can tell it's a pretty decent one. We can tell it's pretty decent. Just need to lift it up. Get up here. There we go. Another lake trout. 3.4. Nice. 2,310 XP. I'll take it. Thank you, thank you. Have you ever tried Way of the Hunter? Yes, I have. Have you ever searched for games on our channel? Because we have a playlist for Way of the Hunter. And Way of the Hunter is the same thing for me. Except it's even slower. It's an even slower game compared to the Hunter Call of the Wild. I just hope that this thing of making hunting games like, oh god, we have another fish on. So many fish. Making hunting games this like thing where you're like trying to grow animals like freaking garden plants or something like that. Like you know, it's one thing, I guess, like you're kind of like harkening back to this kind of like landowner position where, oh, you've got this 8-point buck that you see during the season. Do you shoot? Do you just let it pass by? And, you know, Way of the Hunter capitalizes on that. Like, you can actually see that buck get bigger over time. However, I don't have time to just play the game and wait for it to get bigger. And passing days by, you know, if you just go sleep for 24 hours, 48 hours, blah, 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 the deer doesn't grow up like that. You actually have to play the game for the animals to grow up. And I don't have time for that. Because curse of the content creator, I guess. But Call of the Wild, the Hunter Call of the Wild's even worse. You can't grow an animal in the Hunter Call of the Wild. You literally have to just shoot it and hope that something else better respawns. And so the Hunter Call of the Wild has just become this arcade shooting game where you just shoot pretty much every animal that doesn't work into the perfect formula to bring you the biggest animal and the best thing to spawn a great one, because you have to shoot everything of this quality and have to do. And so I'm on deer 2,146 trying to spawn the great one, and it's like, dude, that's not a freaking hunting game. That's an arcade game. That's just shooting stuff. So, long spiel over. Don't like the Hunter Call of the Wild. And I don't like that Way of the Hunter takes too long. And I don't like the Hunter Classic because it's too old. So I'm kind of just hoping they make a new hunting game based on the Hunter Classic, but just updated. Do you know if they're going to put Russian Fishing 4 on console? I have heard whisper. But of course for basically a year. I have heard for more than a year on a whisper-like basis that they may be working on a console version of the game, but, you know, I have also heard that they were working on a freaking Florida map, and we haven't seen that either. So they're all just myths and rumors. Myths and rumors is all I hear anymore. You should try a horror game. We have played horror games. Yeah. No one watches them. It's frustrating. Is there any upcoming fishing game you know of that eventually will get big? Not that I know of, anyway. Not that I know of, anyway. But maybe someday. There was some like Android fishing game that came out. Every once in a while, I'll get a message by some like app developers saying, you know, oh, like it sounds crazy when they like say it to you, but they're like, you know, we want you to make an ad for our game. Will you please tell us how much one video of your game as well as 2 social posts will cost? Basically like saying, you know, name your price, essentially. And it was on Android for one thing, so I couldn't even play it on my phone because I have an iPhone. And so at first I said, you know, I'm gonna hold off until you guys create an iPhone version of the game so that I can play it on my phone. And they said, oh, you can just play it on your computer. You can play like the phone version of the game, but through the Windows Store or something like that. And I was like, okay, but how would I get to experience a phone app through my computer? They're like, it's easy. You just play it like a phone app, but on your computer. And I was like, that's dumb. I'm not doing that. And so they must have contacted me like a dozen times to make a video for that game. And I've still never played it. Keep waiting for them to be like, hey, we finally put it on iPhone. Can you play it? I saw other videos of people playing it way back in the day, but yeah, it's been quite a while since then. I was back in like December or something like that. All right, I'm curious how much we're gonna make from all these fish. Let's find out. Wait, we should probably go to the cafe first. That cafe. You hate Fishing Sim World? It's unrealistic? Yeah, Fishing Sim World's another one of those kind of crazy games. I would watch one of them, but I'd rather stay here, and it's 10 p.m. where I'm from, so I get it. I get it. See, I told you. Did I tell you or what? That they were going to have a Vendace? We only have one, unfortunately, but they say if we have 5, they would do that. Burbot is on here. Unfortunately, we can't fish for burbot, so we're out of luck there, too. Jeez. We're just failing on everything, aren't we? Well, that's okay, I suppose. Boy, they want some big graylings. They want a 4 kg grayling? That's an 8+ pound grayling. I don't feel like I've seen an 8-pound grayling in my life. That's a big one. Alright, well, guess we'll just go sell everything to the fish market. How's everyone else's night going? Huh? Is the stream going bad? Or just everyone hate Russian Fishing 4? I keep seeing lots of people show up and then they disappear immediately. The stream will shoot up by like 7 people and then it'll drop down. It seems like, at least on my phone, it looks pretty good. Alright, I just wanted to check. People just hate Russian Fishing 4, I think. Comes back to our conversation earlier today. We're just not on the, oh, thank you, Zach. We're just not on one of those little hills. We're not on one of those little hills. Hey, here's a question, guys. Whoa, are those fish? Look at the fish! That's fun. Here's a question to all the 39 people watching right now. Looks like a solid game, yeah. Here's a question to the people watching right now. How many daily players do you think on average Fishing Planet has via Steam on the computer? How many daily players do you think they have? Like every single day, on average, how many people do you think play Fishing Planet? I'll give you a hint. It's in the thousands. But it's probably not as many as you think. So just, you know, try your best, I guess. I know, I know. $4K, $2K, $5K, $8K. Some pretty good guesses. Mr. DJ Animo's the closest, though. Yeah, Fishing Planet has 3,500 daily players on average. 3,500 on Steam. Now, they do have console and mobile, so it's hard to say how many people in general people play. However, 3,500 on Fishing Planet on average daily. How many people do you think play Russian Fishing 4? On your downtime? Yeah. $15K, $20K, $2K, $300K, or just 300? $70K, $35K. $400. Some good guesses. On average, just over 10,000 people play daily on Russian Fishing 4. So essentially 3 times as many people play Russian Fishing 4 every day compared to Fishing Planet. It's such a strange thing that the player base is either A, so devoted to this game, or there's just 3 times as many people playing than Fishing Planet. But yeah, and the other thing is that our Russian Fishing 4 is only on Steam. You know, it's not on console and stuff like that. So it would be interesting to see how many people play Fishing Planet on mobile and how many people play it on console, and then add that to the PC version, and then you could be talking lots of people, you know, quite a bit more than Russian Fishing 4 or something like that. But it's interesting. 3 times as many daily players on PC. However, I don't believe the majority of those people would enjoy watching a beginner series from me. Tiptoeing my way through the game and tripping on everything. Essentially. Metaphorically. Figuratively. $3,941 hours? My goodness gracious, Turley. Yeah, no, it certainly could. There could be a number of people who kind of put Fishing Planet on hold until, you know, the ocean update comes out, and then they'll come back and play some more. I could definitely see that. 137 gram rough, 3 grams off of a trophy? Oh my goodness. Do you prefer Fishing Planet or this game? No, I think I prefer Fishing Planet, just as a fishing game. However, I'm a horrible judge for this sort of thing, to be quite honest. I am not your average person anymore. I used to be back in the day, but as time has gone on, I have become such an outlier to base how people play games on. Yeah, like I will literally play one game other another game because it's easier to make videos in one game versus the other game. The other game could be a better game, but I will stick with the one game because it's just easier to make videos on. And that's like something that the average person does not think about at all. I'm the anti-hero. I'm the rebel. Yeah. Good old Taylor Swift. Russian Fishing 4 has also a standalone client separate from Steam, by the way. Oh, really? I know that the devs gave me a just a downloaded, like I just have the game basically for the press account to play. It has like unlimited money and unlimited everything, all the skills and everything unlocked. The Russian Fishing 4 press account to try out new DLCs, or not DLCs, but new content. Like when the ocean map came out for Russian Fishing 4, I was able to go in there and try everything out just for fun. And that is on what I assume is the standalone game that you're mentioning. Because it's just I just have the little shortcut on my desktop that I click on to go to it. Oh, a Swiftie? There's nothing wrong with Taylor Swift. She's a talented woman. She's done her work. People enjoy her stuff, and that's what matters in the music industry. You know, just because it isn't someone's cup of tea doesn't mean that you have to act like they're not successful. What? Oh, Taylor Swift? Pfft. No one likes her. No, pfft. She's dumb. It's factually incorrect. You just be rational about the situation. Iron suits. They're dropping a new dev tire soon with updates regarding that. Oh, really? They're always dropping a dev diary soon. Oh, goodness gracious. I don't even know what round we're on. Have I told the story about this quaint little charming town, though? What about that beautiful tower up there? Standalone version of the game, you probably have about 30,000 people playing over 24 hours? Yeah, possibly. Possibly. Heavy metal or something, nothing wrong with being a Swiftie? No. No, I actually really don't like heavy metal. I'm like the opposite. I find heavy metal is just, there's too much going on for me. It's too loud, too much going on at the same time. It is a step up from giving 4 children with a bunch of pots and pans, a bunch of spoons, and just going, go wild. And you know, the one's over there going, and the other one's like, and the other one's like, and then you have the one that like freaking hit his hand or whatever, and he's like, ah, and like, that's what metal is. Like, it's just a bunch of toddlers hitting pots and pans and screaming. So, guess you'll never view metal the same anymore, will you? We have not caught a fish for quite a while, though it was nighttime, so it should be catching up here in a bit. I'm gonna cause a ruckus, probably so. Oh, Big Born came downstairs. Hi, Big Bjorn. What's my favorite cereal? Ooh, that is a very good question. Oh, man. You know, I feel like it's changed over time. I was never one to actually just hate very simple things like Honey Nut Cheerios and stuff like that. Love Honey Nut Cheerios. Probably still like Honey Nut Cheerios. I like Frosted Flakes. Frosted Flakes are cool too. But recently, the last couple times I've bought cereal, other than the one time I got the Oreo O's, I wanted to try that again. I saw it at a store and I was like, you're coming with me. But the last times I've got it, other than those times, was the Reese's Puffs. Reese's Puffs, Reese's Puffs. Peanut butter chocolate flavor is what the commercials used to say back in the day when I was a kid. So yeah, last few times I've had cereal, that's what I got. What about everyone else? Everyone else have a favorite cereal that they go for? Alright, I need to start taking my boat driving more seriously. Oh, fish on, here we go, here we go. You and Jasmine are Raj? Hey, right on. Hi, Jasmine. Well, we have been catching fish after fish after fish. I think we finally went back and sold them all. And now we're finally getting back into it, so... Little guy. Little guy. Yep. We just sold like 100 and... What was that? 130 some? 130 some silver worth of fish? We've been doing okay. Doing some trolling out here. But now that it's daytime, it should be picking up, I would hope. If you like pigs. Oh, really? Are you permanently in Wisconsin, or do you still have a house in Kansas? No, we still have a house in Kansas. My brother lives there, actually. So he's been renting it from me, getting his bearings and whatnot. She said hi. Oh, good. Good. Yeah, no. You're gonna have to ask Zach what his plans are as far as life stuff going on. I'm sure you'll probably stay in that house for a while, wouldn't you think, Zach? Maybe another year or something. Who knows? If I had to guess. Squatters' rights, I'm never gonna leave. There you go. That's it. Frosted mini wheat. There you go. That's a good one. Oh, fish on. I heard it. Yeah, decent fish, seems like. Could be a 1.5 kg-er. This way, that way. It's got a little bit of weight to it, at least. That's good. There it is. Look at that guy. Just flip him in the boat here. Yeah, almost 3 kgs. My gosh, that's not too bad. Oh, lake trout. All right, top notch. That's gonna help. The old trolling motor going. Alright, let's get back on track here. And this way. There we go. Perfection. Alright, let's catch some fish. Another serious question. What was your favorite subject in school? Favorite subject in school. That's a tough one. It would have to be between gym and art class. I was always a pretty artsy guy. I was voted most artistic in my senior class. They had a guy and girl situation, but I was the guy. There was also a girl who was the most artistic. But yes. And then gym class. We also had a conditioning class where we lifted weights and whatnot. That was a favorite class of mine as well. It's just hard to say. 3-way tie, I guess. Any thoughts on Fisher Online? 0 thoughts mentioning on it, at least. I'm just gonna avoid that game. To be completely clear without being clear at all, I'm just gonna avoid that game. I realize, I mean, even when I've looked at it, it looks like a pretty cool game. I'm just not gonna play it. Camilo! Hello! Can you draw us something? I have drawn stuff. Actually, the shirt I have on right now is the shirt that I've drawn. But yeah, we have a few draw with bow videos, I believe. Don't know how many we have. 2? We have 2 draw with bow episodes where you can follow along with me and draw something. The first one was a little advanced for most people, so the second video I did something a little bit easier. We drew a salmon. So feel free to follow along and draw a salmon in that video with me, if you have any interest at all. Jumbo Camas, hey, right on. Well, good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. We rented out to 2 others who pay $500 each. There you go. Whoa, what the heck? Whoa, big fish, big fish. Fish on, Jeremy Wade style. I'm angling the boat. We're gonna go towards this fish. Bring it around town. Bring it around. Oh man, he's pulling out line. Woo! Goodness gracious, he went deep and going away. I mean, you can see the line is basically just like 4 feet in front of us and just straight down. Like, he went down deep for how much line is out right now, according to my reel. Woo! Oh, reel in the slack. 8-pound grayling, boy, that would be something. That would be awesome. We'd be on a mad dash back to the dock. Oh my god. We were running up to the cafe. You're not gonna believe it. Never seen one of these in my life. The freaking chef at the cafe is gonna be like, I just put that on there as a joke. I didn't even think it was possible. The grind on this game is mad. Okay, bye. Yep, see you later, man. Alright, come on, you. Even when we get a little bit of line in, it just pulls more line out. Woo! Good night. Whoa! Whoa! Line goes slack every once in a while. Tell you what, there was a while where I was kind of questioning whether buying this rod and reel was a good choice. Because it just seemed like we weren't catching many fish, and even when we did catch fish, they were only 1 and 2 kgs. But some of these fights, man, I have just had to kiss the air, a little chef's kiss, because loving my past self for buying this heavy gear. All right, we gotta slow her down. Get in the net, you. Oh, get in the net. Come on, there we go. Almost 7 kgs. Let's go. That's nice. Like what, 13, 14 pound lake trout? Sweet. 78 centimeters long. That's longer than this thing. So, good sized fish. Longer than 24 inches. Top notch. That's sweet. Well, I suppose we'll keep them and keep on going. I really don't have anything else to say. I'm supposed to give a speech after every fish? Come on. It's just unreasonable. Let me do my thing. Good golly. Yeah. We're kicking up waves now. Woo! We're going so fast. Alright, pour us a little cup of coffee and turn the old trolling motor back on and pitter patter, let's get at her sort of situation, I suppose. Okay, here we go. We're killing it now. Can we beat your real life PB of 20 pounds? Oh my goodness gracious, I don't know. If we do, it'll have to be pretty lucky, Dustin. That's a pretty good one. David. Correct? David? Thank you for the sub. What kind of PRs was bro hitting in powerlifting? Pretty decent ones. Just leave it at that. Are you like Bob Ross's cousin? Unofficially. I don't have the rocking hair. But yes. In spirit. In spirit. Little guy. Another little lake trout, good deal. Whoa! A freshwater version of the Titanic about to go on here. I should grow a mullet? Oh my goodness. I think the mullet is gonna disappear here in a while, and then here in like 10 years or 10, 15 years when you are getting closer to my age now, it's gonna come back in fashion, and you'll be telling kids, you know, in their, you know, like 8 to 12, 8 to 14-year-old kids again, you're gonna be like, hey, back in my day, you know, it was pretty cool, and then it went out of fashion for a while. It's just gonna be a circle. It's a fashion circle. The mullet is in a circle of fashion. Another little guy. You and Jasmine are heading out at 6 o'clock in the morning to do a new spot loaded with monster carp. We'll catch you on the next one. Hey, sounds good, man. Well, looking forward to it. Take care. Hopefully you get a good one. Looking forward to the pictures. A decent fish. Goodness gracious. You should get a mad afro. Tempting. Real tempting. When do you think the ocean update might be released? Oh, probably. Well, it's May right now. So I would think sometime between here and the end of June, probably. I think we're probably pretty darn close. I obviously can't share too much, but if I were to guess, that's what it would be. Take that for whatever value you want. Of course, there was also a time where it was like January and we were thinking maybe in April we would get it, so hard to say. Hard to say. How big is the Fishing Planet dev team? That's a good question. I don't really know. I've never been given an actual like number. But Andrew told me that if I was ever in Portugal to let him know so I could meet some people. So, and we'll just see what happens. See if I'm ever in Portugal. And we'll bring it around for another 4 minutes. Finally caught a stream live. Hey, right on. Well, glad you made it, King Boar. Heck yeah. Are you a cat person? We had cats and dogs growing up. I think it's important for, it's an important child development thing to have cats and dogs growing up. If you can manage it. Obviously, not all families can support having cats, let alone dogs, so every family's different. But if you can manage it, I think there's a lot kids can benefit from having cats and dogs growing up. Good deal, another good one. Another good one. Taking out line. Goodness gracious. Set the hook a few times on this mad lad just to make sure we got him. Make sure we got him hooked up here. There's about 5 seconds when it comes to their screen and the other person. Any info? I haven't heard anything on that, Turkey, but I've honestly never heard it as like something that most people thought needed fixed. Yeah, 3.5 kgs. Top notch. That is a great fish to end it on. Oh, goodness gracious. That's nice. Let's go to the dock real quick and sell our catch. Been doing all right, man. This has been a pretty good little live stream. I enjoyed it a lot. And you guys have been great too. Give yourselves a round of applause. Goodness. Be able to fish on each other's boats. I'd hope that gets fixed. Yeah, maybe so. I'm not sure. I'm just going to assume that there will always be a slight delay. Would I rather have pizza or tacos? That is an excellent question. And I'm not sure. I'd have to really think about it. Pizza or tacos? Urgh. My go-to would be tacos. Like if someone was like, hey, you want to get pizzas or tacos? And I'd be like, are they street tacos or just like Taco Bell tacos? Like what kind of tacos? And then based off that answer, I would either choose tacos or pizza. 36.44. Wait, we gotta check. I did this again. Let's go check. I know there's probably not going to be one for the lake trout, but let's just check just to make sure. Seen a screen share of someone fishing next to me and I'd move it, would pop up on the other person's screen seconds later. Said they are hooked up and I see it in game seconds later. Hope you enjoyed the little lure. I absolutely did, man. This has been great. Oh, we've been catching them like the Dickens, my grandmother would say. Like the Dickens. I don't know what that means. I'm sure there's a meaning behind it. Like a source where that phrase came from. Oh, it came from Charles Dickens back in blah, 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 blah. But I don't know. So anyway, we'll sell these for a little $36. 250 silver. Now, everybody, this has been fantastic. This has been fantastic. I agree. I think that would be really cool, Turkey. Maybe someday we'll get there, eventually. Anyway, I really thank everyone being here. I know that Russian Fishing 4 days aren't everyone's favorite live stream, but you know, it's fun to mix it up, and Russian Fishing 4 is not a bad game. And I know it's just something, you know, if you play on mobile or you play on console, it's impossible for you to play this game. So there's a little, you know, lack of popularity there, maybe. But yeah. But if you are on PC, I would say give it a go. Give it a try. See if you like it. You know, there is a world that exists like having cats and dogs where you can play Fishing Planet and Russian Fishing 4 in harmony. And it's a beautiful world. Anywho, still watch your Halloween extravaganza. Oh, thank you, Official Nugget. And thank you for your questions today. It kept the stream interesting. I appreciate it. Would you ever restart the beginner series in Fishing Planet? I don't know. We already restarted it once. Who knows? MKE bros. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, MKE. Right on. Goodness, the subs are just coming in. They're coming in like crazy. True Crawler, thank you. Anyway, everyone, take care. We'll see you next Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Central. And yeah, take care. Hope the lure brings you many more fish. I sincerely hope so. Thank you so much again, Mr. DJ Animo. I hope I'm saying that correctly. But yeah, I really appreciate it. Made the stream even better. Even better. Heck yeah. Hope you have a great rest of the week. You as well. Mark, Jessica, Bailey, Latham. Yeah, this has been great. Thank you. Take care, everyone. We'll see you next time. Bye, T. Bye, T. one planet, one family, game on.